being nonchalant a good thing? Hey guys, before I give you my thoughts to this question, we will need to understand the meaning of being nonchalant. First of all, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so what does nonchalance mean? Nonchalant means feeling or appearing calm and relaxed, showing that you don't care or aren't worried about anything. Basically, an act of being carefree and not taking things too seriously. Let me just clarify, if someone is nonchalant, it doesn't mean that they're emotionless, because we're all humans, meaning we aren't one-dimensional. I, for one, certainly isn't naturally nonchalant. In fact, I'm a very sensitive chalant person, because when people make me upset, I cry, I complain, I get pissed off, and I blame the world if things isn't going my way. Like when I wasn't allowed to the Black Lives Matter protests.
Everybody betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
I've tried to be nonchalant at times, but there's times where I overthink, which ends up bothering me, but it's human. I feel like a lot of men in my culture, especially the African community, act very nonchalant. This goes back to being toxic, because some men have too much pride. They feel that showing emotions comes across as being fragile, so they pretend to not care. I've come across a few videos that explains how to get girls to like you. I wanted to see what men do during that stage, and it explains that you should act like you're emotionally unavailable because girls want what they can't have. Not gonna lie, I do believe that this is true, but the point is that these are the type of things that are taught to guys when it comes to dating. So getting to know someone, they may come across uninterested, like not making an effort to see the person, taking weeks to reply, bad communication, etc., which in turn can jeopardize the relationship. To now have a biased view, we have to take a look at the pros and cons of being nonchalant. Pros: not caring about what people think of you. This is an amazing point because you don't convert to the social norms and you do what you love, which shows self-love. There's this YouTuber I've watched called Q Park. He goes around the streets of New York surrounded by hundreds of people. He dances, sings, raps on camera to popular songs. People see it as him making a fool of himself, but it actually shows that he has a lot of confidence because not everyone can do what he did. The only way I could do this was if I was drunk or knew I'd never see those people again because I couldn't cope.
Random house. Into the whole football team.
White girl.
This extreme thing I've done was ride my scooter in the streets of London. It's not every day you see a black girl riding a scooter, as it's technically a male sport, but when I do it, I feel carefree and I don't mind the stairs. It sort of builds my confidence a bit more anyway. Not crying when having an argument. Oh my god, if you guys ever had that pain in your throat where you feels like if you say one more word, you burst into tears 80% of the time, it's proper hard to control. This is why I can't be a lawyer or a soldier for that matter, because no matter how hard I try, my body wouldn't be able to take it when people talk to me in a certain way. I feel like nonchalant people have this, but know how to control it better. I will probably hate commanders shouting at me like I'm birds. No thank you.
Oh no ma'am, oh no ma'am, no ma'am.
Living a peaceful life. Another positive side is that if you were naturally nonchalant, the stress of overthinking things wouldn't be a bother to you because you're just there living your best life, so you wouldn't be worried about what other people are doing.
But also there's...
Hello, Bailey.
Mr. Mosby, I deleted Cody.
I'm sorry to hear about
Yeah, I mean, he just got me so mad. Do you think I went too far?
You know, really not for me to say.
It's from Cody. Should I open it?
I'm gonna take a leap here. I think that was his intention.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna give him that satisfaction.
All right, then don't open it.
On the other hand, don't I at least owe him that?
Then open it.
Well, when he texted me and I didn't reply, he stopped calling.
Don't open it.
But on the other hand, he was reaching out to me.
Open it.
But what if...
No, open it for the love of brevity. Open it.
I should, right?
Now let's take a look at the cons. Not empathetic towards others. We know it's sometimes good to not care about what others think, but it shouldn't be in every situation. But if someone has a valid reason why shouldn't be doing what you're doing, it should be taken into consideration. Like you not going to visit your grandparents at a hospital and then saying people die every day, you get over it. It is deemed as insensitive, so it's just something that you should be careful about. You don't fight for anything. Whether it's your friends getting bullied or your girlfriend or boyfriend leaving you, just sit back and let it happen. may say it's none of their business, but it just shows how much they didn't care. It's important to make an effort with something that you love. This also goes with your passions and your job. I once heard a story on the Receipts podcast, shout out them, that there was this girl who didn't want to get promoted in her job because it meant that she had to work harder. I understand that maybe it's the fact that she's living comfortably is the reason behind it, like her goal's already accomplished, but if other people were in that position, they would have taken the promotion and living even more comfortably. Although nonchalant can be counterproductive because for the most part some people act uninterested but they really care very much, they're just in denial of their feelings. In that case, when we're referring back to the question, is being nonchalant a good thing? After comparing the pros and cons, there's no straight answer. There just isn't, because it really depends on how you use it. If you're using it for self-confidence and peace of mind from the toxicity in your life, you're using it for a good reason. But if it's for playing games and showing no empathy, it's for the wrong reasons. I'm sure some of you are annoyed to hear this answer, but it's my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe and share this video with your friends and fam. Bye!